pull up a chair.
Mike, did you hear that Dylan got a D on his
We might as well
quiz?
finish this video.
Bud.
Not the camel again.
Sorry.
Sometimes, when you peel off the it could smell. If you just saw a little bit of the face,
Yeah.
you would just.
Let's keep going. We cut something else.
Okay. Just
Cough like
pretend it's
this.
like a little pink.
They're like all scotch taped together.
We do worse moms, and we all have like a bunch of plastic surgery.
Just because.
Kiki, what's happening? Everything's great.
Oh no. Do you have any papers at home? Because look what just happened to my joint.
Who rolled these fucking joints?
Oh, that's a nice tight one, yeah.
That's what he said.
Right.
Stupid. It works every time.
Say don't spray it, Carla.
Right off the top of the head.
Honey, Jamie the soccer team. Oh my God. Are you?
Merry Christmas.
Researching.
Like my Kiki head
Are you
pajamas?
researching?
Sort of. There are over 34
When you walk in on your
Kiki
friend by an
heads in
accident, right?
pajamas.
You try to help him out.
I counted it.
Are you working out?
Some are partials.
I'll be back.
That one.
Matter of fact,
Doesn't
you come
matter.
get me. When you're done,
I count them anyway.
Googling.
Honey, guess what? Jane made the soccer. Oh my God.
I just can't,
I always wondered what made what. What are you? Guess what? Jane made the sock. Oh my God, are you?
No. It's just Doctor.
Mom! Holy fuck!
Balls.
Kiss me.
It'll be okay. I'm so sorry.
Nothing to do with the scene.
Hey, Mrs. Claverham. Can I have my magazine back? There's a really cool article.
Get out!
How am I supposed to find out the 5 best looks of the summer? Rob Kardashian is finally opening up. Lamar's in trouble. Hey, Mrs. Claversham, how's the hip?
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Not very funny.
And
Not
you
very
better
funny.
Be ready, bitches.
Do
'cause I'm
something.
gonna go to Vegas. I don't remember what I did.
When they have a chrome of hearts green screen. No.
Serious. This is serious business.
Well, if we're gonna use the gag, let's use the gag. You know what I mean? Let's not half-ass this. Is that good?
It does look like a pyramid.
A pyramid?
Should we squeeze it like that a little bit?
There we go.
I love music.
Let her squeeze it.
Have you heard the new Ariana Grande CD? Mike, what are you doing here?
I just drank so much milk.
Yeah.
I need a bigger spoon.
This one buttons your face. She just sort of transferred all that love onto me, you know? And now she sews pictures of my clothing onto her face.
I think that maybe she sews pictures of your face on her clothing. But that would be weird.
It's my story.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I understand.
You don't know what happens with me and my mom.
Mike, what are you doing?
Hey, babe. I'm being in touch. I shouldn't have left you. That was a total...
Wait, he just showed up at her house.
What are you talking about? A couple days ago, you told me
I
you had
had
feelings
cereal.
for another woman.
This is a
Yeah,
good
I know.
movie.
And then I met her in person, and she's super weird. Yeah, she doesn't even have a TV. No.
What are you talking about? A couple days ago, you told me you had feelings for another woman.
I know, but... Can I get 2 more Cheerios? So sorry. What did my baby do it?
Did you say?
You kicked the out of that door.
He did.
Could you not yell at me right now? I am a middle school girls soccer coach. Life's not exactly roses right now, okay?
Yeah, it's not going according.
Mitch Feinstein FaceTimed with a hooker, and his wife took him back.
I don't give a about Mitch Feinstein.
Can I have my magazine back?
Oh my God.
Honest,
Out!
Rob Kardashian is opening up! Ow! Go back! Can I have my car? I don't even have my phone. I can't even call an Uber.
Oh, can you call me an Uber?
I waxed that.
That would have been funnier.
Seriously, if that thing gets out, somebody's going to the hospital.
Oh, yeah. I want to marry you and move to a good school district, Santa number 2.
Wow.
Don't yell at me right
Move
now.
to a good
You're
school
looking
district
at where
and
I
marry you.
sleep.
Oh my God. That's up.
What is my first line?
Look at that. Can you even just get that in the shot, like from here to here, what's happening?
It really cuts the angle in it.
grotesque.
Yes! 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 Smack it, Kiki! Kiki, smack it! Kiki, smack it! Smack it! I
You didn't smack it. You patted it. Smack it the way you like it smack, Kristen, from your
I wasn't
husband.
prepared for anything that just happened.
I love you, baby. I love you.
Oh, she ended up getting with him.
Yes. I really goddamn love you. You
How's that? Okay, ready?
She won.
Ah!
Santa number 2 is hers.
We were both in that shot.
We were.
How awesome is that? Here we go. That's too much.
It's too much. It's too much.
I mean,
How's
is it?
Mom?
Hank! Hank! Hank!
Hi, are you Catherine?
I am Catherine, but my character's name is Carla.
Right.
That's right. I'm Catherine, but you could call me Carla.
This is horrible wine.
Why does it say Chardonnay on it and it's red?
You. I'll just.
There's a phone going. I'm not going to point you out, blonde lady over there, but you should probably turn it off. Get ready.
Oh my God!
No, that's for real, you guys.
That's really happening. That's really happening. Oh. Yeah, I waxed that.
You're not gonna fix the. Like I wish I could give you one now. Like just go boom. You're divorced. I should charge her for 4 hours though, cause that was some horrific right there. I shouldn't be subjected to this. I went to school, damn it.
Do you like this one?
Oh. Excuse me. How much is this dildo?
Oh, it's definitely a real cancer, stage 12.
I never want to see either one of you again. Not even separately.
Wow, we were that bad.
Just-
Excuse me, doctor. I've been here for like 5 minutes. Can I all over your computer?
That's not what I sound like.
We survived Christmas.
Oh, I can't believe that we're eating Christmas food for
Chinese food?
guys.
For Chinese New Year.
For Chinese New Year.
There you go. That's how you save a scene.
You did it last month, Mike.
That's a long time.
You did it in front of Dylan.
Who the is Dylan? Oh, it's our kid.
Wow. Clearly, we need therapy, honey.
What the hell is happening in there?
I love you.
Focus up.
Oh, she did wax
Carl,
it.
I will always hold my butt crack open for you.
I thought she meant she slept with him.
Not too many left. Okay.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Carl, and I like to start by saying that every marriage is savable.
All right, well, and I'd like to really start off by just saying that, I really like your hairdo.
Well, thank you, Mike.
It's fly. It's like 5 inches up top.
Are you really kissing up to the therapist?
Calling it like I see it. Go on, sorry.
Oh, okay, thanks.
I have gout.
I have gout.
Hep C.
I have Hep C. I have a Hep C. It's short for hepatitis.
I made you over by the nachos. She just wants.
Yeah, I think you should get divorced
Oh man,
as soon
I could
as
go for
possible.
some good
Like,
nachos. I can
before
always go
lunch.
for some good
Like,
nachos.
immediately.
Chicken,
Like,
jalapeno,
right now.
cheese,
Like when
cheddar
you leave
cheese.
here, don't go home. You go straight to the courthouse, and you find a judge. You make that judge grant you a divorce right there on the spot. Give him a
Hey, it's
Give him a what?
Gigi.
Did you just tell my wife to give him
Click
oral?
Hi,
We're in marriage counseling.
I'm Cara Delevingne. Please don't forget to subscribe by clicking this button right here.
Florence Pugh, that's her name. Last stream, I was trying to figure out
Thanks for watching.
who Bella Hadid's sister looked like. Florence Pugh, she looks similar. Chat, how do you even go back to a regular... Like, how do you even go back to a movie? How do you take the next movie and know what it could be? Like, how do you not say, yeah, let's do Bad Moms 2, 3, and 4 when you have that much fun on a set? Or, you can only imagine a Will Ferrell set. How do you go back to a regular movie after that, chat? Like, you've been spoiled. You've got it as good as it gets. You're having fun. Every part of it feels like you're not going to work when you wake up. You're going to just do what you love with people you happen to just have all
I've
this
just
love
been
for.
handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
From his beginnings as a Saturday Night Live legend, a brief career as a scene-stealing character actor, to eventual Hollywood fame, Will Ferrell is the definition of comedy superstar. But like so many funny men before him, Ferrell wasn't content just playing the jester. Although several comedians of his magnitude achieved success through dramatic efforts, Ferrell's non-burgundy roles never seemed to land with audiences. And after a creative conflict with his former collaborator, many fans are wondering if they'll ever get a chance to take Will Ferrell seriously.
What's normal? That guy, Stanley, what's his name, down in the Blue House, his wife blew her brains out last month because her daughter didn't make cheerleading.
When Will Ferrell first made his jump from an improv wannabe to full-fledged SNL cast member, nobody knew just how much of an impact he would make. Struggling to connect with new audiences before his arrival in 1995, Saturday Night Live was practically rescued by Ferrell's style of comedy. Earnest, straight-faced, woefully confident, and most of all, eternally stupid.
Why don't you just worry about yourself and leave the prospecting up to old Gus Chickens.
I ain't going to battle with this stinky old man.
Ferrell rocked the cowbell, busted out impressions, and answered the world's smallest cell phone to achieve master status on the comedy stage. As the sketch actor began spreading his wings in films based on SNL characters, it was only a matter of time before he made a major jump. From bopping to the beat of A Night at the Roxbury to breaking out some questionable looks in Superstar, Ferrell was on the rise. And as his show-stopping character work in films like Austin Powers and Zoolander piled up, Hollywood took notice. The most memorable character in an ensemble of legends, Old School, was perhaps the moment that made Ferrell a movie star. Despite Frank the Tank's R-rated royalty status, Ferrell had yet to truly headline a blockbuster. That all changed in 2003 with the holiday release of a little
with 12 grams of protein per serving, Quaker is your ace in the bowl. Quaker, bring out the good.
Hey, listen, you never know where your blessing might come from.
So you left
Keep your head
Mr.
down and keep
Fuzzy
working.
on the plane?
Well, I think we
You will get a
called
break.
Elf. And after the comedian's childish glee and screams for Santa certainly entered him into a new realm of success,
You sit on a throne of lies.
a follow-up feature would truly alter the course of Will Ferrell's career forever. Outright stupidity, strangely hilarious hair, a striking sense of confidence, that sensitive gaze which could easily be mistaken for a 10-yard stare, Ron Burgundy is in essence the perfect Will Ferrell character.
Ryan, I'm gonna be honest with you, that smells like pure gasoline.
They've done studies, 60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Because buried beneath layer upon layer of ridiculousness, Anchorman has the backbone of a genius satire concocted by one of comedy's greatest collaborations. Adam McKay, director and co-writer of Anchorman, was Will Ferrell's counterpart in more ways than one. Having also gotten his start as a humble improv comedian hoping to make it big, McKay was drafted onto SNL the same year as Ferrell. Despite hoping to join the cast as a performer himself, McKay was instead relegated to the writer's room. This letdown would go on to pay off for the young comedian in a big way because the following year, McKay became the head writer of Saturday Night Live at just 28. As Ferrell and McKay's stars rose in tandem, they joined forces for the first time to create Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy. Originally planned as a disaster movie centered around a battle with murderous orangutans, the duo reportedly had their script saved by friend Paul Thomas Anderson. With rewrites focused on McKay's satirical writing and Ferrell's infectious performances, Ron Burgundy became a comedic monster.
Yeah.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
While McKay began calculating their next co-written film, Ferrell went on to star in numerous comedy features. But somewhere in the midst of kids' comedies and retro sitcom adaptations, the actor decided it was time to show a different kind of character. Well, sort of. Winter Passing, a low-budget indie drama, was the first time some Ferrell fans were exposed to his dramatic chops. As a stunted and overly sensitive musician, Will Ferrell was allowed to display a sense of sadness. But in a move that would come to define his dramatic roles, his performance shines as the brightest spot in an otherwise miserable set of circumstances. In other words, even in a drama, the guy is still pretty funny. When Ferrell followed up with another McKay joint effort in Talladega Nights: The Ballad of Ricky Bobby, some fans were simply relieved to see the duo reunited. A major box office hit for the pair, Talladega Nights was like a return to form for both comedians. And with the addition of Paul Thomas Anderson's frequent collaborator, John C. Reilly, Ferrell's comedy just kept improving. But on the heels of their second success, Ferrell once again turned heads with a serious role, and this time, it seemed like the actor might rewrite his entire career. Stranger Than Fiction, a surreal and superb romantic film, featured just the right blend of surprising choices and Ferrell's inherent comedic sensibilities. Backed by a bizarre take on writers and literal world building, Stranger Than Fiction offered a rare glimpse into a soulful Will Ferrell. By playing into his physical strengths as a comedian and letting the actor show true vulnerability, Stranger Than Fiction put a spotlight on Ferrell's range, or should have. Though a minor hit with critics and something of a hipster classic, Stranger Than Fiction just didn't connect with mainstream audiences. Perhaps destined to remain as a memory of early aughts dorm room DVD shelves, the most audacious of Will Ferrell's dramatic roles is currently lost to time. Though there is always hope for a rediscovery among new viewers, the mild disappointment of Stranger Than Fiction is deafening. To put this failure in context, take Jim Carrey for example. The Truman Show, undoubtedly a serious undertaking by one of comedy's biggest stars, was an outright success. success. Equally as surreal, just as focused on the talents of its star and a vast difference in reception, The Truman Show, nominated for multiple Academy Awards, was a box office colossus which allowed audiences to accept Carey as a serious actor. Unfortunately for Ferrell, Stranger Than Fiction wasn't enough to turn the page. Was it his notoriety as the perfect doofus, his physical attributes, the very notion of Ferrell in a romance? More than likely, a combination of all the above. With Adam McKay, Ferrell next created the action comedy smash The Other Guys, and another outright comedy classic with Step Brothers. As the first film under their newly formed company, Gary Sanchez Productions, Step Brothers laid out the blueprints for the duo's strange comedies.
1, 2, 3. Velociraptor. Good Housekeeping. John Stamos. What? Did we just become best friends? Yup!
Once again joined by John C. Reilly, Step Brothers has become something of a classic for film freaks from all walks of life, insane in every way, and more hilarious than just about any other lowbrow comedy of its design. Ferrell, McKay, and Reilly once again transcended the norms of comedy success. And in true Ferrell fashion, the actor quickly followed up his Step Brothers fame with another attempt at something serious. Starring in the indie drama Everything Must Go, Ferrell took on the works of famed author Raymond Carver to a familiar lack of mainstream attention. Though typically admired by most critics, Everything Must Go hoped to show audiences an even edgier version of Ferrell's talents. But by tackling the role of a slightly vengeful, potential rageaholic, Ferrell only brought on more unfavorable comparisons. Punch Drunk Love, the brutal and beautiful masterpiece of Paul Thomas Anderson, immediately transformed Adam Sandler's career. With his striking, dramatic turn as a hopeless romantic prone to outbursts, Sandler
At Sierra, Steve discovered the best gifts at amazing prices for his whole family, which led to another discovery.
Sandler was able to forge a creative path you could ever hope to achieve. Whether he's making more Happy Gilmore movies or starring in critical darlings like Uncut Gems, audiences are eager to accept Sandler in any form. Sadly, for Ferrell fans, things didn't seem to be panning out the same way. As Ferrell continued to dominate the mass market comedy field, his family-friendly films amassed major box office receipts. And even during his extended hits with successful Lego movies and Daddy's Home reruns, the actor made a U-turn towards ill-fated drama. As failures like Downhill piled up, it was perhaps difficult to see what was happening around him. Because when Adam McKay turned his own attention toward drama, audiences were more than willing to accept it. The Big Short and Vice, two politically charged satire films from McKay, were absolute juggernauts among critics. Having racked up an unbelievable amount of nominations for both features, McKay earned an Academy Award for Best Adapted Screenplay. And although Ferrell was obviously supportive of his collaborators' amazing success, the game was about to get physical. An avid fan of sports, star of numerous ball-based comedies, and just waiting to play his dream role, nobody wanted to be Jerry Buss more than Will Ferrell. Jerry Buss, the eccentric former owner of the Los Angeles Lakers, was the perfect opportunity for Ferrell to fully show off his range. And when McKay began putting an adaptation of his story called Winning Time into production, it seemed like a no-brainer. Bigger than life, wilder than you can imagine, and absolutely brimming with that lived-in sadness, Jerry Buss could have been the vehicle Ferrell needed to change his path. Unfortunately, production partner Adam McKay didn't agree. The truth is, the way the show was always going to be done, it's hyper-realistic, McKay recalled, and Ferrell just doesn't look like Jerry Buss, and he's not that vibe of Jerry Buss. Crushed by the disappointment of losing his dream role to friend John C. Reilly, Will Ferrell ultimately dissolved his working relationship with Adam McKay. And due to their irreconcilable differences, Gary Sanchez Productions was completely dissolved. After creating so many classics together, so many perfect comedy moments, it all ended with a middling HBO show. Looking back on the disastrous lifespan of Winning Time, it's hard to believe such greatness could come to this disappointing conclusion. But from Ferrell's perspective, this betrayal was potentially what barred him from launching into A-list dramas. And as Sandler netted another win from the basketball drama Hustle, it's honestly not a great look for anyone involved. Having the rug pulled out from beneath you just before the buzzer is tough to recover from. And sadly, it doesn't seem like the actor is ready to get back on the court. Whether it's the result of bad blood between Lost Brothers or an industry moving away from studio comedies, Ferrell has yet to truly break free from his current career. With more quick cameos in blockbusters, a touching documentary, and the failure of the forgotten streamer, The Shrink Next Door, it feels like Will Ferrell is still stuck between worlds. Sometimes even the biggest comedy stars hit rock bottom. For all of Jim Carrey's dramatic successes, there are also total bombs like the number 23. Even the Sandman himself himself is capable of the cobbler level disasters. But when the ball is no longer in your court, audiences expect more than just another cameo in billion-dollar franchise movies. If Ferrell plays smart and avoids any Holmes and Watson sequels, we may just discover an entirely new entry in his career. With the right director, or dare we say it, a very important reunion, Will Ferrell has the perfect opportunity to seriously surprise us. That's it for this week's episode, so tell us, what do you think was Will Ferrell's most satisfying dramatic performance? Let us know in the comments below.
I say Stranger Than Fiction. As always, good content put together. Hopefully we see those two reunite, chat. I mean, what else could we want from someone that we've grown fond of and grown to love? Of course, we want to see them together. But I'm not gonna play like I don't understand. That's a heavy hit to deal with. Your right hand man, you know, he's been side by side helping you grow your career. But sometimes you gotta check your ego. Sometimes you gotta go through certain things and check your ego. Like if I'm Will Ferrell and my right hand man gives a role that I wanted for so long to a good friend of mine, another right hand man, how do I approach that? Well, I got two choices. I can approach it bitter and, you know, destroy the company, Gary Sanchez, that we were going half and half on, and tarnish, you know, our friendship and everything we built, our history. And I can go through life pointing the finger and saying, oh, no one ever really took me serious, and I was going to take that role, and I was going to show y'all, and I was practicing. He wasted my time. He wasted my money. I was paying extra acting coaches to really help me to get down his movements and his character. I could complain the whole time out. Or I can look at the blessing is that my man got a role. He probably executed it. I haven't seen that series. And my other man did something wrong, which, by the way, he didn't add this part, but I will. Adam McKay did come out and say, when he was asked about his friendship with Will, he did come out and say, I messed up. I dropped the ball. Meaning something along the lines of, I probably didn't go about it the most professional way. You know, sometimes people won't text you back, dreading the moment that they have to tell you something. And here you are thinking, what kind of friend does that? What kind of friend doesn't get back to me after something happened? And meanwhile, you don't know the part they're dreading. And maybe they're trying to avoid it for whatever reason. Anxiety, they feel guilty. So maybe he just went about it all wrong. Unprofessional, didn't want to hurt his friend, understood that he really wanted this role. We don't know the ins and outs. We just know the facts of the matter is that man said he was wrong to the public. And I would look at that and say, even if my man didn't say he was wrong, at the end of the day, do I throw away a friendship? I don't know. It depends how that happened. If he lied to his face, said you got this, I don't know. But I know that I'm not going through life blaming anybody for my position. Nobody has that much power unless I give it to him. So Will Ferrell has an opportunity. He's still the man in our eyes. We still show up and watch his films. He still has an opportunity to go and take a serious film and go and create something. If he was willing to go half and half with Adam, and him and Adam have done too much, I'm sure there's sacrifices Adam has made where he could have took a bunch of his funny jokes, a bunch of his scenes and ideas he gave to Will's characters, and he could have took it and put it into his own person, maybe made his own character and asked if he can play a role in a movie, or he could have took that and made his own movie. He poured and poured into Will, and Will, as a man, should just understand this is one of those moments where it's not about me. Check my ego. John C. Reilly got a great role. Adam McKay got the guy he thought was fit for the job. And as much as that's crazy to me, because it hurts that my right-hand man wouldn't give me the role that he understands I dreamed of, and kind of didn't believe in me to bring it home, all because I don't really look like him. That's kind of a sorry excuse, but it's where we're at now. So what do I do from here? That's how you gotta look at it.
When Mad Men happened, I was friends with John Hamm. He played a cable guy on the Sarah Silverman program, you know?
Right.
So then he called me and he's like, hey, I'm doing this pilot on AMC. You should audition for it. And I said, I'm not going to audition for a pilot on AMC. Like, I was laughing at him. Like, that's that old movie channel.
You auditioned for Jumanji. The role went to Kirsten Dunst. Is that true or false?
That is true.
As a kid, did you go to see Jumanji after?
Yeah, I saw
you
Jumanji.
did?
But I liked it. I liked Jumanji.
Yes, but do you sit there and go, motherfuckers, why didn't they take
No,
me?
I wasn't bitter
Chat,
enough.
this is 17 actors that turned down roles. I didn't even tell you the
Parent
title.
Trap. Lindsay Lohan was the girl in The Parent Trap.
Right.
Did you audition for that?
Yes.
You did. Did you go see The Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan?
No, I
You
don't
did
think
not.
so.
You've
no,
never
I
seen
started to get bitter at that point.
Did you really?
Yeah.
It was hard for you.
It
Is
was
that
hard
true?
for me.
It was. You auditioned for Les Mis, right?
I auditioned for Les Mis, yeah.
You didn't get it because you had laryngitis.
I did. I had laryngitis, but I tried.
You
but I
tried.
don't know if that's why I didn't get it. I probably didn't get it because I wasn't right for it.
Anne Hathaway got it.
And she was great in that film.
What, she's better
And
than
she
you?
got an Academy
Come on.
Award.
Yeah.
That was your Academy Award.
Were you supposed to star in the movie Gravity with Angelina Jolie? Of course, it ended up being George Clooney and Sandra Bullock.
Right.
And the movie made a ton of dough, and it was very successful.
It did great.
You were the first choice. And you, in fact, well, go ahead.
Everybody winds up doing what they're supposed to do.
Right.
And sometimes someone gets in a motorcycle accident, and then the person who winds up doing the part
kills it.
And you say, I couldn't have imagined anyone else there. I came on early in the development process. I don't think Angelina was even attached at that point.
Right.
But Alfonso and I really kind of hit it off. And then by the time I said, Sandy Bullock is really... And I've heard stories like this from Clooney himself, where you're involved in things and you just kind of want to help, whether you wind up being in it or not, because you like the people involved. And it was that kind of story.
Yeah, but you were in it, and then you said you got out of it by telling the director, I can't work in this confined space. I don't want to be just locked in a fucking tin can for a whole movie.
What I can tell you is I went to do a test with a new sort of multi-spherical camera thing they were doing for how they were going to do all the CGI. And, and I'm one of those guys who can be comfortably uncomfortable pretty easily.
Right.
And I went in the morning to do that, and we did it for about 20 minutes. I said, this is crazy. How much longer? They go, it's like another 2 to 4 hours. I said, no, it isn't.
And you left.
You got to have boundaries. You got to leave before you flip out.
Right. You think if you would know, like Clooney got a $70 million paycheck off of that movie, and so did Sandra Bullock. 70 mil.
Okay.
Maybe you would have put up with that fucking harness if you'd known that. At the time it wasn't clear if this thing would be huge.
Again, you can, any of us can have anything, but we can't have everything.
That's true.
I was thinking about your acting career. You kind of blew off a big opportunity. This was the time when Mad Men...
I'm just saying I have terrible instincts. Like, when Mad Men happened, I was friends with John Hamm. He played a cable guy on the Sarah Silverman program, you know?
Right.
So then he called me and he's like, hey, I'm doing this pilot on AMC. You should audition for it. And I said, I'm not going to audition for a pilot on AMC. Like, I was laughing at him. Like, that's that old movie channel.
Well, you were even more outraged. You said to him, listen, I've got my own TV show. Why do I have to go audition?
Show on Comedy Central.
Yeah, go fuck off.
And then, I remember getting the script. I mean, these aren't offers or anything,
Right.
but like my agent sent me the script for Bridesmaids, and I just read the title and was like, fuck this. Like, Bridesmaids. Yeah, I'm a bridesmaid. And now that's probably I've seen that like 15 times.
Does it
like
kill
one
you?
of my favorite movies.
Are you filled with regret when something like that happens?
No.
You don't dwell on that.
I don't watch Bridesmaids and go, oh, I should have played this part or this part.
no.
I just watch it and I love it. Like,
you
die laughing
can't.
every time.
can't
And I
live-
remember when I
Live
first
with regret.
came out, when I
Don't sit
first
on
was
it.
working, pilot for Friends was floating around. The script.
I heard you were sort of offered something in Friends. No,
100%. No. I was too young. I was younger.
Okay.
But I remember the script going around and crying, laughing at how dumb the title was. I was like, Friends.
She doesn't even crack open the script.
Sarah, is that a problem sometimes when you're a very smart comedian that you're almost too hip for the room and everything is kind of silly and stupid? Like Friends is stupid. Oh, I'm not going to Bridesmaid. Oh, I'm not going to go on AMC. Like it's almost like you're too smart for your own good.
Ended up being my favorite thing.
Right. You auditioned for Friends.
Yes.
And you didn't get it, and it's a heartbreaking story. You put your audition on tape. And you mailed it into the people at Friends, right? You sent it to them.
I was doing a.
Man,
it's only heartbreaking to me.
So
no, it's heartbreaking for me to read.
The World got Chandler Bing by Matthew Perry, which was, I think, a work of genius.
But don't you think you would have been
did not get its heartbroken? I, however, did.
But don't you think you could have been a good Chandler Bing? Honestly,
I think I could have been a decent one. I don't think I would have been at the level of Matthew Perry. And on some level, and I talk about this in the book, that when you audition for something and don't get it.
Yeah.
It's only when you see somebody do it not well that you get mad. I don't get mad. When I see an actor hit it out of the park, it's like, well, of course. No wonder they gave it to that guy.
I'm so glad you said that, because I've asked a million actors that same question. I go, what happens when you don't get the movie role? And then you go to see the movie. And a lot of them say, we don't even go to see the movie. But you go to see the movie and the guy kills it.
Yeah.
Does it just break your heart?
No, it doesn't at all.
No.
It's exactly the opposite. And for me, like I auditioned for Reservoir Dogs,
right?
Which was which
you wanted to be Mr. Pink.
Yes.
Yes.
And well, no, they wanted me to be Mr. Pink.
Right.
What happened was I was flying to New York on a Saturday, and I got this script right before I got on the plane, and they said they want to meet you on Sunday. It's the only day that this young director can meet with people in New York. That's the only day. You have to do it. And I was on the plane, and I tried to read the script, but if you saw the movie, it's all over the place. You're like, what are these people talking about? And what? There was a robbery, but then there's cutting an ear off. And
there's no script there.
What is going on here?
Right.
There actually is a great
but it's very complicated.
But it's very complicated, and I just couldn't handle it on flight 007 going into JFK. So I read as much of it as I could, but I couldn't finish it. And I thought, oh God, I'm going to go into this thing not really prepared. And the next morning, though, I get this call from my sister that her mother-in-law is ill. She's got to go out and visit her in Long Island. And so can I take her daughter? Can I take care of her daughter? And I go, oh, I have a good reason that I can't go to this audition now. I got to take care of my niece.
Goodness.
So I call up the producer, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't audition for this thing. And he's like, please, we really want you to come in. And I was like, yeah, but you got this whole monologue. What is he talking about? Madonna and all that.
It was hard to follow.
It's hard to follow. And finally, I just had to beg off and not audition for. And then what ended up being a brilliant movie.
Right. When did you go see the movie? Steve Buscemi, of course.
Steve Buscemi plays it, and he's great. And the nice thing for me is that I know that I wouldn't have got that part even if I showed up.
You think so?
I really don't. I truly don't believe I would have.
Well, you say that, but who knows? And you're a really good actor, and I think when you see Steve Buscemi gets it, and then you see it was a great movie. Mm-hmm. That's just such a horrible part of show business. I couldn't handle that. Did you go to the theater to see the movie?
I did.
You were curious.
I was curious, and I was blown away. And mostly I was mad. I was mostly mad at myself for not getting the script.
Well, that's a good lesson. When you're working with Leonardo DiCaprio, you do the movie Romeo and Juliet with him. You go later on and you audition for the movie Titanic, which was a blockbuster. You get the part. They want you for the lead in Titanic.
My thing is, that would only pique my interest all the more if I don't understand the script. I'm like, all right, hold up. I need to be a part of this movie because I need to see how they're gonna make this make sense on the big screen. It would just interest me, but I like complex things in movies that you gotta actually pay attention to. Excuse me. So, but I do understand what he's saying. Chat, there's like 8 characters. There's so much dialogue. It's all over the place. And then he's right. It's not like your typical robbery and then go to the safe house and then, you know, everybody goes their way. It's robbery and then we're in this room for hours. And it's all over the place. I understand, especially because out of the characters, you got to focus on one. It's all over the place. Great movie. And QT, by the way, that's Quentin Tarantino.
Turn it down because you said it would be redundant to be in a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and play his love interest.
Yeah, I mean,
that?
I don't know if I got that. I think
You did.
I was okay.
Don't be modest. You got the
Wait,
part.
you said
Kate
it would be
Winslet ended up
redundant?
taking it, right?
Yeah, it was going to shoot in Mexico City, where we had just filmed Romeo and Juliet, for another 6 months. I really needed another experience.
But now take me into this.
Yeah.
When Titanic, and I'm thinking back, that movie won all kinds of Academy Awards.
Okay, yeah.
It was one of the biggest blockbusters of all time. From a career standpoint, are you then saying, oh my God, what did I do? This would have been huge. This would have put me on the map, really solidified me.
I remember when Leo was deciding to take that movie, he really wrestled with it. It was a profound choice, and really the question was, do I want to go off into the stratosphere right now? And I think he decided that he did. And I think
he was always up for a
that
challenge.
I didn't.
You mean when you read the script, you knew that it would be a game changer?
Yeah.
So you made the decision.
Yeah, I think I really wasn't ready to. I had a lot more developing to do as a person. I
That's
knew
fair.
I wanted to go
That's
to
fair.
college.
That is an amazing thing to say no to stuff like that. That's something I've struggled with my whole career. It's very hard for me to say no. And there are things that are offered to me that I know would be big in my career, and I feel like I have to grab them. I would think a young actress would just say, oh, the fame thing, and the quote goes up, and the money, and everything that comes along with Titanic.
If you're not deeply aligned with that choice, it's not going to serve you. It's not going to benefit you.
That is very evolved.
Yeah.
It's just true.
Weren't you
right.
offered Superman
Yes.
at one point? Were you offered to play the Christopher Reeve role as Superman?
Yeah, but you have to understand that when Superman was made, it was written by Mario Puzo, and it was all tongue-in-cheek. It was hysterical.
Right.
Hysterical.
Right.
So because it was all tongue-in-cheek, so like when Superman first learns he can fly, and he shows off, he does loop-the-loops, and this and that.
Yeah.
And to typicalize, is that such a word?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll run with it.
I didn't ask about that word. I knew that existed.
I think the one you said is a made-up word.
Okay, good, thank you.
So someone
with
approached you
that
about,
word that you said.
They approached you about playing Superman.
Right. So now, I read it. And I want to give you an example of when Clark Kent is just devastated because she's in love with Superman. Physically, the office is set up at the paper.
The Daily Planet.
Exactly.
Right.
If you go in order to get to Clark Kent's office, you must pass through Lois Lane's office. You understand to get there. So there's no other way in. So one day, Clark is so pissed off because she's in love with Superman. He goes, screw it, And this is just a typical scene the way it was written then. And he rips his clothes off and he's got a Superman thing under there. And he goes, Lois, come in here. She goes, come on in here. So she comes in and she looks at him and she goes, that's sweet, Clark, but
Superman.
That's really
That's
sweet.
how it was written. And
then she walks out and he goes, looks in the mirror, he goes, maybe a little tuck here, it was all tongue-in-cheek.
Why didn't they make the movie with you as Superman?
Because another director did it, and he did. Christopher Reeves, God bless him.
Right.
Were
you pissed that you didn't get to play Superman?
No, because what happened, it was the Salkin brothers, and they said there was going to be 2 movies. Now, at the time, I was very lucky. I could do whatever I want. I could have done, the phone book. I was that big.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, so I get a call from Brando one night. Hey, Jimmy, come on, you going to do this picture with me? I said, no. I need some laughs. I used to make him laugh like in a drop of a hat.
Yeah, Christopher Reeve wasn't going to make him laugh.
No, but that wasn't the reason.
Right.
He says, you got to do this picture with me. And obviously, there was a lot of that.
Yeah. Well,
I said, but Marlon, I can't. He says, what is it, the money or something? No, they pay me plenty of money. It has nothing to do with it. He says, but come on. I said, you're going to be there 3.5 weeks. I'm there for like 4 months. What kind of laughs we're going to have together? You'll have your laughs and you'll take off and you'll leave me alone.
That's right.
So he says, no. We work something out. I said, Marlon, they're making 2 movies out of it, not 1.
Right.
You're going to make 2.
Yeah.
He says, so what?
You don't
I'm
want it,
doing
don't do it.
And I said, Yeah, but you don't have to wear the suit. And he went, and he hung up on a bird.
Bob, someone once told me
You
you
knew
were
what
up
you
for
wanted.
the
I respect it.
Costanza role in Seinfeld. Is that true?
Yes, I was.
How'd you blow that?
Well, I went in to read for it, and I was sitting on the couch, and I had the script, and some guy came over. There's a lot of people in the room there, to audition. So this guy's sitting next to me, and he says, "Hey, what do you think of this script?" And I said, "Well, Jerry's a really funny guy, but whoever wrote this, they don't know dick about writing, sitcoms."
Yeah.
And it was Larry David that I was
going to
talking
say that
to.
must have been Larry David.
Nice.
And so I didn't know, and he didn't say, "Guess who I am?" And 'cause he's not like that. And he has a pretty good sense of humor, except for that day. And anyway, then it comes time for me to go in and read, and I walk in.
And who's sitting there?
Larry David.
Him and Seinfeld and George Shapiro. And I said, "I really don't have to bother auditioning, do I?" And they said, "Nope." That was it. No, but I've been up for Curb Your Enthusiasm 3 times.
Well, what are you going to do? All right, so that's a really heartbreaking story. Too bad.
It is.
You were offered the role of Black Widow in the Marvel series.
Hey, listen, Chad.
And that's a great role for Scarlett Johansson.
As a wise group of people in the community, let's learn from that, Chad. I mean, I've been through my fair share of moments that I had to check myself. What was a good one I can give you? Where did this happen at, though? If I tell you what happened, I want to tell you where it happened. And what I mean by that is, it didn't happen to me. I don't remember if I seen it or if I seen it online. I don't remember if I seen it in person or online. But the man said something about, yeah, I'm cool. I don't want to go talk to that girl. She got kids. And he was talking to someone and flirting with the girl he had been flirting with for the last hour. He was trying to downplay the other girl that got kids, not knowing the girl he's been working on had kids. Anyways, the point I'm making is sometimes you realize you put your foot in your mouth and you got to check yourself. It'll happen to anybody. I don't care who you are or where you're at. Sometimes we say things and we realize, I probably shouldn't go through life saying things like that. I mean, sometimes it's okay to keep my opinions to myself. And that's what we have friends for, bro. That's the point of having best friends, having bros that are so solid. You can get around them and say the things that you just so badly need to say. You need to share this with someone. It's just a human thing about us. And you share it with your friends and they laugh and you have your own little side conversations that you wouldn't necessarily share with the world. But yeah, chap, that should be a lesson to all of us. That's crazy. To go in there, especially not as an established actor, but to go in there, you're trying to catch a role, chat, and you're talking to a random person, and you're just shooting down the script, and you don't, or the writers, and you don't even know who you're talking to. Certain things don't need to be said. That guy was probably a lot younger. And probably has learned more than we're going to take from it, because it was his personal experience, and that's a big drop. That's a big one. That's a big ball to drop. So you know what I mean? No knock towards him, but we can learn from it, and we can remember when you go into these rooms and these casting calls, and you're trying to get booked. You don't need your opinion is not the most important. You don't need to go in there and say the things we just said about Reservoir Dogs. Oh yeah, the script is all over the place. I'm trying to follow it. We don't need nothing negative. You focus on your lines. You focus on what you can bring to it that's going to help you stand out. You focus on any improv that you're ready to do. If they tell you, hey, we like it, but give us another one and do some improv. You focus on that. You don't go in there trying to tell people what you would have done if it was your script, or how this character doesn't need to do this, or how it's not even that funny. Go in there, execute, get the role, then give your opinions respectfully in the proper manner. But don't go in there, yeah, this guy, whoever wrote this, look what it got him. It literally made them say, nope, you don't even need to and it's not like he was talking to. It'd be one thing to say something like that and then find out that it's the casting agent. He was talking to not only the writers, but legendary writers. People who, Larry had his own show before this. Like, he's the man. He knows comedy. And here this guy is trying to tell, it's a bad look, chat. Please, I'm telling you, take this little nugget of advice. Your opinion, save it for your friends and your family and people who love you and understand your heart. Don't go in these casting calls looking to catch a good role and go out there feeling the need. Oh man, I was so nervous. I don't know what I was even thinking. I just started talking and I just happened to say this. Don't. Just don't. You don't need to talk. You need to focus on the best, bringing your A game, being on your A game. You don't need to go in there and tell us how the script should be. Seriously, chat, save yourself.
That would have been a great role for you too, and a slam dunk big role.
Mm-hmm.
But you had to turn it down because you're so fucking busy that you were doing Gulliver's Travels at that point.
No. I actually do want to clean up the story on Gulliver's Travels. I was contracted to do Gulliver's Travels. I didn't want to do Gulliver's Travels.
Really?
It was a bit of a heartbreaker for me because
how did you get contracted?
I take such pride in the decisions that I make, and they mean so much to me, the films that I do. So that was tough.
I don't even understand how that happens. Because you do Devil Wears Prada, the studio says, we'll give you this film, but you've got to promise us you'll do another film and make that decision in a certain amount of time. Is that the idea of it?
Yeah, and they kind of have a bit of a hold over you. So
there
were other movies that I would want to do, and I'd say, but I really want to do this movie about young Victoria. And so at some point, I think it just became evident that I needed to get rid of this optional picture deal because it was going to just hang over me for a long time, and I didn't want that. And ultimately, as hard as it was, I don't think anyone expected for the hand to be forced. I think you kind of like hope that it isn't, but it was, yes, I care deeply, very, very much about the choices I make. That's all I have.
I respect
the choices that I make, because after that, it's really left up to the gods, like what happens. And you usually don't really have any idea why a movie catches fire and why it doesn't. But no, I'm never left with a feeling of regret when I turn something down.
People think they know why, but you're right.
I know in 20 pages if I love it, it's ethereal as to why I like it. I don't know why I like it. I just love it. And I'm in or I'm out after 20 pages.
I feel you.
So when you show up on the set of Gulliver's Travels, because you're a professional, you're going to do the best you possibly can.
For sure. I was never looking like a slapped ass on set. I'm not. I would never ever do that. And no one knew. And I also didn't talk about it with anyone on set or anything, because there were a lot of lovely people in it who were heaven to work with. And I actually had a really good time. I had a laugh with all of them.
Just spoke about this.
But it irked my heart.
Yeah, you had to be there, and
for it to have happened in the first place. But I ended up trying to. I will always try and make the best of any situation, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you're still getting paid. You're still getting paid, and I'm not trying to make everything about money. I get it. The way they went about it is a little nasty work. See, when you tell me that you were listen, if we're gonna do something, if we're gonna talk for 2 minutes, let's look at a pretty face. When you tell me you were contractually obligated, guys like me who are not in the industry yet, we hear that and we think, okay, so you wanted Devil Wears Prada, you really wanted it. Let's not forget, because it's easy to forget. You know, when you really needed the money, you were there every day texting, yo, can I get that, bro? Yo, bro, you know you owe me, bro. What's up? Well, yo, bro. And then as soon as it's time for you to pay back, now I gotta be reaching out, and now I gotta chase you around. And now it's like, do I really want to pay it back today? Let me get him next week. And you're playing games, but you forgot how quick we are to forget how desperate you were at one point in time. You needed it, and you made it happen. But now when it's on the other foot, the shoe's on the other foot, not so much in a, sense of urgency. And that's wrong. And I will not. I refuse to be a man like that. Oh yeah. It only when it's benefit me, or not when it benefits me. I'm cool. I'm not in a rush. Let's relax. No, people are still taking it as serious as you take something. So you really wanted Devil Wears Prada, and thank God you got it. So they told you. That being said, we'll give you the role. You don't have to take this. You can say no and walk away. But if we give you Devil Wears Prada, we give you this role. We'll never mind the people we were looking at. We'll give you this role, but you owe me a film. And contractually, they must have negotiated somehow. Now, this is the crazy part. This is the part where if you had a big name at that time, you would have had some leverage, and this part shouldn't have been in there. But by the way you tell the story, and I'm glad you cleared up the story, because it's good to hear your piece. By the way you tell the story, it sounds like somehow they typed in that they can come collect whenever. That's crazy. Like, it's not like they said, okay, you owe us a movie after Devil Wears Prada, and that movie starts in 6 months after this movie. They didn't even give you a timestamp. They gave you we're coming to collect. So I understand what you're saying when you say that every movie you were trying to book, you felt like, Jesus, at any time these people can come and say, no, you got to turn that down. We need you. And that can get nasty depending on the competition, depending on how much they like you. They could start using that against you. Like, you know, they know you really want a movie, and now all of a sudden they're like, that's our competition. We're doing the opposite kind of movie. Oh, you're doing Superman. We're doing, you know what? We're going to do the movie now. So yeah, I understand. I'm with you. The best thing to do is let's get this out the way. And it just so happened you had to turn down another road. That sucks. It does. But again, you wanted Devil Wears Prada, and you got it, and you knocked it out the park, and it did what it did for you. And you had an obligation to fulfill, and you did. I respect it. I know what you're saying. I really feel you 100%. I know what you're saying about, you know, taking pride in your decisions, the things you say yes to, the things you say no to, the commitments you make, and the commitments you live up to. I get it. I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you all the way. Where are we going, chat? Where are we going next?
Bam W. This is the pregame chat. This is not the official thing. This is the pregame chat. It's not the official Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? It's just the warm up. You know what I'm saying? So
wait, I thought
all right, look.
I thought pregame was yesterday. We reacted
to. Sound good?
Yesterday he was eating food.
Holy
I thought
crap.
that was pregame.
Does the microphone sound good?
The mic sounds good, Brody.
Yes. Okay. Cool. All right. Poachy.
Crispy like those ribs.
Yo, is there any way I can make that mouse wireless?
Yeah, that one should be wireless.
Like, no, when it's connected, it's not wireless.
Yeah.
See, that's what I need. I need a team on standby.
Boy, it's hot. Chat. How much? Like, you know what? How much weight? Wait, what the? 27 gigs into badge upgrade. What that mean? Chat.
What?
I weigh right now. Like, I think it's like 250, bro, or 250, 255. I don't even know. I'm gonna lie. I don't know. I actually don't know. I haven't checked. But my question is this.
Yeah.
How much you think I'm gonna go up? I think me personally.
After this meal?
Personally, I'm not going up more than 2 pounds, bro.
Yeah.
2 pounds. A lot of this food, if you eat it fast, your body, like, you could, like, I think you can trick your body into thinking like it's not.
No, so, and I don't know where you got that from.
One Phantom Troop,
but you might as well throw that fake excuse out.
350.
Is that cornbread? Bro, shout out to your chef. Why have you not shouted out your chef? You don't want nobody to steal your chef.
500 pounds.
Hey, I ain't mad at you.
255.
As long as you make sure your chef is eating.
You make Poachy laugh.
The way that she makes sure you're eating. Or he.
You see the body? Are we good?
Try that.
So let's talk about it. What we got here?
No. It's like.
What are we looking at?
Son.
No. Woo! Damn, I can't wait to sit down, chat. We not Chappie's getting the mouse ready.
Sit down. He's taking
care
care of the mouse.
Chat. You feel me?
Look at that big old plate. That's his dinner plate, chat.
That's crazy. Blake. Yo, Blake. Damn, my son Blake. Blaketron, Bentley, Draymond Green. On the tummy though, it works though. It works though. It do what I do. Move the candy yams in the can. The candy yams, you can't see it. I don't think I'm on space, chat.
Yeah, you ain't got no space. I mean, I don't understand why we got 8 pieces of cornbread for you.
Damn, it's like.
I guess it's just for the look.
We ran out of space, chat. We ran out of space.
Because all these plates have more than you're gonna eat. You just need.
You need not Thanksgiving.
2 of everything. All you needed is one long plate and 2 pieces of everything. 2 cornbreads, 2 ribs. Those ribs look good.
W's.
Those ribs look fire.
I bet, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, I don't know how these. Honestly, chat, we got to give our guys more credit for not getting overweight. We're having chefs that cook like this. How do you not get overweight? How do you
I have
have
the pregame pin,
discipline
yo,
to say,
come on.
that's it, I'm cutting myself
Spam
off
ready
from
if
the
you're ready.
kitchen?
Spam ready if you're ready.
Shout out to the chef.
I'm gonna have a song. You know what? Oh, it's a good song. It's a good song. So
That's fire though.
Wait, let me just speak it
Using
fire.
the mouse like that.
Damn, son.
Nah, I'm using my stomach as a trackpad.
I know.
What?
I need
Oh,
to
I
get
can
me
hear
a
it.
wireless
Hold on.
mouse.
Hold on, Chet.
Where would you? We're here.
Why I can't hear it? Hold on. There you go. Does that go? Bet that. Everybody spend W. You know what I'm saying? It's truth giving. Where every year we sit down, we get eats, me, the chat,
Good
TTS,
eats.
and just enjoy life for what it is. You know
Here,
what I'm
let's
saying?
zoom in.
Today we got a plethora of food. Shout out to the chefs. You know what I'm saying?
Shout
I feel
out
like
to the
chefs
chefs.
around the world are underappreciated and they should be appreciated much more. So shout out to the beautiful hands
I'm not mad
that
at it.
created this today. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Also want to thanks to the Most High for giving us an amazing year so far. No cap. You
Indeed.
know what I'm saying? So W Jesus, facts. You know what I'm
W
saying?
Jesus. I like
I
it.
also want to say, I can't wait to dig in. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to dig in. That's another one. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Cherish your loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Cherish your friends around y'all chat. For those of you who going through rough times right now, you know what I'm saying? I say, keep pushing, word, and keep moving forward, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I went through a lot of rough times myself this year, and if I would have gave up,
Right.
it's gonna sound crazy, but if I would have gave up, I would have never got here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it may sound funny to you, but that's facts though. You gotta keep going through it. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually you're gonna go through it. You feel me? If you're going through hell, why you stopping? Go right through that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So you get through it. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Now look though, everybody spam winner. Everybody spam winner. Cause now, matter of fact, I know Punchy saying buen provecho in his head. If you know how to spam, say buen provecho, say it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Everybody spam winner. Now I will say this though.
I lost my mom back in your streams have been a getaway from my grief. Love you very much.
What?
Facts. I ain't gonna lie, chat.
What did she say?
I'm ready. We've been doing this for how many years? I'm gonna keep doing this until I'm 80 years old, chat.
Hey, I'm gonna pick up tradition with you.
It's always gonna be on camera.
When I get up there,
but I'm always gonna be doing this.
I'll pick up
No
tradition
cap.
with you.
With that being said, thank the Lord for this amazing food. Thank the chat for always showing up for me. For me, on days that y'all don't even gotta show up and y'all still pull up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Real Right Troop members. Shout out to all the subs, all the gifted. You feel me? Shout out to the YouTube family if you watch this on YouTube.
Right.
Shout out to the short team if you watch this on shorts. shout out to everybody, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And once again, to the Most High,
Right.
JC, Jesus Christ. That being said,
Indeed.
Amen. Let's dig in.
I mean. No wonder you got that mouse. You should not have to do all that just for that.
Everybody spare troop.
Is that about
Everybody
the Leos?
spare troop.
Oh man.
Everybody
about the
spare
Leos.
troop.
Dang, why I never thought about the Leos on Thanksgiving? Well, this is the pre-Thanksgiving.
Now, listen. Hold on.
Dang, and having a chef that can whip up out the Leos, all types, pizza about the Leos,
Thanksgiving,
chicken about the Leos,
Troopsgiving.
beef and cheese about the Leos.
Enter a
I'm
world
in
of
trouble,
VR
Chad. When I
magic.
get a bag and I get a chef, I'm in trouble. How much they
Shop
fit?
Boscov's 3 huge days of Black Friday deals. Stock up on men's thermal crews and Henleys. Only $5.99.
Friendsgiving ain't the same by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that wouldn't be Friendsgiving.
We all live in this life. We got our friends, our family, our loved ones. You know what I'm saying? And if you can enjoy your meal with a friend, do it. For me.
Definitely.
So with that being said, let's get the members in here. You word?
Pull up.
Word. Hold on, baby. Thinking my song. Hey yo! We got baby
They got their chairs and plates ready.
DJ Kelvin! Yeah! Boys! Some of the bad boys! Yeah! Let me see this thing! Yeah! Hey! Yeah! Oh, yeah! Yo, Chad! Come and stand! Yeah! Let's go! Alright, y'all. Pass up the chicken, bro. I can't eat by my dog, Chad. I can't eat by my dog. know you. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta eat those.
Now it makes sense why they didn't just bring 2 apiece.
Chef, we're gonna put a plate aside for nigga for me and put a plate aside for poetry and shit, you know what I'm
Hey, your chef?
I'm gonna get started, Chef. W. I'm so
Wait, who's that?
Yo, Chef.
You can't get specific calories. You can't go.
Good. Everybody pass the plate, please. What is that? All right, bet. Once I break it, how y'all feeling, Chad? How y'all feeling?
Pass it down.
Hello, Cat. Chad, let me get my thing. He over here watching the stream like he not on stream. Wait, damn. I'm blocking people. I'm blocking people. Hold up. Shit like the Last Supper, you heard? Yo, who gonna do the prayer though? Bro, put up. Behind me.
Hay un defecto aquí. There's no vegetables here, bro.
Oh my God. Look at the little orange and the little leaf. You got the little leaf right there.
Hey, Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Bro, come on. So yo. No, you think good at it. You gotta stand up, don't we?
Bro, everybody got to
You gotta hold hands. That's a fact. Somebody gotta hold hermano. Cause I be moving.
Bro, I'm gonna do it because everybody panicking. It's quick and easy. Everybody holding hands.
Everybody hold hands. Everybody hold hands. That's 30. Hold hands. Yeah. Nah, where your hands, man? Alright.
Y'all ready? Yo, come on, don't talking. God is good, God is great. Thank you, God, for letting us eat this food of the day. Bless all our families on this truth giving. Amen.
Amen.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm ready, bro. Quick, I'm gonna take mine.
Vamos a una maldita fila.
You gotta do a line? Yes. A line there. I'll be check. Should we do a line? Let's do a line. Yo, baby, you listen. Baby, I said 8 and 4 things. Let him go first. Yeah. Oh my God. Wait. Look at behind me.
No, dale.
I'm gonna make the line. Yo, you skipping me, gang? I was here, bro. All right, go.
Yo, I need this though. Yo, tell over here.
No, I need this though. He needs this. He needs this meal.
Yo, get.
I'm a chef. About the meals.
I am a chef.
Can I put the volume up from here?
What is that, chat?
Damn. I can't do it. Yo, Poach, if you know how to do some technological greatness right there, that'd be great, bro. Come here, hit TTS. How y'all put that
green? Is that a couple?
He's the young ticket. Man, look. He's the young ticket.
Bro just got there.
Pero está pesando mucho, bro.
Go that way.
Nigga, I'm telling you, they ain't like fuck that. Pass me on. You're not moving like me.
Yo, but how do you know what's what? Like
this is stuff. I don't think I'm stuff.
It's good though.
Oh, that stuffing? I thought that was great.
No.
This nigga play bending.
Bro, we are not watching nobody's play.
You wanna watch me?
Right.
Let me know. That's about to hit though, chat. Yo, chat. Let me know when I should stop. Chat. Let me know when I should stop.
No.
Let me know when I should stop, chat. Let me know when I should stop. It's only 2 little pieces. Stop already? I just did 2.
Hey, that's why you don't ask them things like that.
Let me know when I should stop.
Bro pulling out
Lickies. Oh my God. I just put
Someone share with me. This is not too big.
Hey, yo, if I invite you to a feast,
why you got the scales?
Don't bring the scale. And definitely don't pull the scale out of your pants.
Bro, I'm eyeball it.
Yeah, eyeball to work. Bro, how you get invited to my feast with my chef made and you pull a scale out on me? Oh, the scale was for you. Oh. I thought you trying to play. Oh yeah, do what you want.
Yo, I'm gonna eat so much meat today, bro. Bro, I want protein. I don't want
Come on, Flaco.
What's up with these?
Yo, we're gonna scale all over the place. At the end, we'll see who got the
Forgot the what?
Alright, move it on. Mashed potato. I need the plate.
Yo, I need a
I'm not watching nobody's plate.
I'm gonna get to the mac and cheese. It's gonna be nothing left. Okay, so where's the
That's
left?
candy games.
Candy games.
Candy games. You know about
This
that.
nigga, nah, gang, you only got
Patelito mac and cheese.
Nigga eat like a chicken. He said chicken nuggets and french fries.
Bro,
Let me get this shit. Estos patelitos look good. I'm not gonna lie.
Got a candy yam.
What? ¿De qué son los patelitos?
I ain't like chat. What's up? I ain't like candy yams. What's up, potato?
What is that? It's like my favorite about the Leos though. Like when it comes to my chef in the future, that's right. I'll have a chef. That's right. I'll get there too, and you could do it too. You could build something and you can win, just like weighing them. But when it comes to my chef chat, I'm gonna need her to figure out, the little things I like. I like my batalillo. I like it crispy. Like those batalillos, they look good, chat. But just that much, a little bit too much cooked. Like I don't want it burnt. I'll eat it. I throw some hot sauce on it with a smile. I grab a Coke and a smile. But I just like my batalillos to just have enough crisp. But it's a process, The chef is obviously cooking for all these people. She's making it happen. She's cooking batalillos. She's moving. But the key to get the crisp, just like anything, just like steak, just like anything, the key is patience. So when you cook it with the heat down. So it's cooking slowly and crispy, and you don't burn it. Because batalillos, man, they burn easily. They're worse than tortillas. Tortillas you put in a microwave and you can keep reheating it. You can put 30 seconds. You come back, you warm it up 30 seconds. You come back 2 minutes later, you finish feeding the pets. You grab a taco, you put it in another 30 seconds. It's as good as ever. If you put it in for all that for 4 minutes straight, it's gonna be hard, of course. But I'm saying it got more life to it than a batalillo. Batalillo, you cook it on the stove, and that joint is burnt in 2 minutes. You got oil, 2 minutes is burnt. And now I'm sitting there eating a burnt batalillo, and I'm like, I don't understand, bro. I was just trying to warm up the.
What is that? Yo, if anybody want to play, yo, tell Chris Plug, yo. If you understand, granola.
That's why we need wives and chefs.
Y'all niggas is doing that night from nobody.
Because now everybody's here. There's a lot of people.
Mira, chat.
Y la bebida. Wow. La bebida. Hay que comer primero, bro.
¿Cómo se va
a bajar la comida?
Yo, time out. All you doing is looking good in front of the camera. Watch out.
No. Yo, Bugsy. Can you put this off in the background now? Because I don't have text on his keyboard, gang.
All right. Get out.